This is Eddie Hearn, Matchroom Boxing. You are watching Sporting Icons. You don't need to be anywhere else.
Okay, so it's been over a week now since the Tyson Fury versus Francis Ngannou fight. And we've heard platforms involving various people like TalkSport and others saying how it was a bad night at the office for Tyson. Tyson Fury overlooked Francis Ngannou or things like that. Nothing really derogatory, and that's fine to not be derogatory. I'm not saying that they should be. But when it comes to Tyson Fury, it appears that there's a different energy. Tyson Fury slips up, and it's a case of, oh well, he got the win. It was a bad night at the office. Never mind, let's move on. But of course, what they're leaving out is that the fact that even a bad night at the office, he should have still comfortably beaten Francis Ngannou. There should be no debate that he defeated Francis Ngannou. Now, as I said before, I'm not saying that he should have knocked out Ngannou, not at all. But even a fraction of a Tyson Fury shouldn't have been dropped by Francis Ngannou. Okay, listen, he's been dropped multiple times in his career already. But if Tyson Fury is the second coming of the Messiah of the boxing heavyweight division, one of the greats of all times, as many people proclaim, then there should be no debates out there. And there's plenty of debates out there because as many people believe that Francis Ngannou beat him. Now, when I say about different energy, I'm not talking about his regular fans. I'm not talking about his extremist fans, or even the ones that are even more extreme than that, the absolute toe-lickers. But when people talk about Anthony Joshua, oh, he's psychologically damaged. He lost to a fat Mexican. He lost to a cruiserweight. Anthony Joshua should retire. He'll never become world champion again. It's finished for him. He's a glad trap bully and things like that. People like what Simon Jordan has said quite a few of those things, right? And the parts that they leave out is not that they are not entitled to their own opinions. Of course they are. They're entitled to their own opinions on whatever it may be. And they're entitled to get into their feelings. They're entitled to like who they like and dislike who they dislike. And it appears that there's a dislike for Anthony Joshua or just anything Matchroom, really. Because the parts that they're leaving out with Anthony Joshua is, okay, yes, he did lose to Andy Ruiz Jr., a little fat Mexican, as they call him. But that little fat Mexican is a professional boxer. That little fat Mexican was a former world heavyweight champion challenger when he fought Joseph Parker, where many people who watched that fight believe that Andy Ruiz Jr. beat Joseph Parker, but got jobbed because it was in New Zealand, Joseph Parker's home country. I'm not saying that I necessarily agree with that, but that seems to have been the consensus. So that's the guy that Anthony Joshua lost to. And that's also the same guy who Anthony Joshua defeated in the rematch. That's also the same guy who has defeated a Luis Ortiz, who is Deontay Wilder's best win. That little fat Mexican. And when they say Anthony Joshua lost to a cruiserweight, a former undisputed cruiserweight world champion, still undefeated cruiserweight champion, a pound-for-pound champion, a southpaw champion, an Olympic gold medalist champion. But that's shameful for Anthony Joshua to have lost twice to him. Whether it be that he lost on points, whether it be that had he been knocked out. There's no shame in losing to Usyk. This is the same Usyk who Tyson Fury has been avoiding up to this point. Let's get it right. But Anthony Joshua's finished. Anthony Joshua is mentally gone. But yeah, I've never seen Anthony Joshua talk about stories and write books and say how he's drove a Ferrari towards the end of a bridge and all those kind of things. But yet, Tyson Fury is mentally strong, but Anthony Joshua is not. I said people are entitled to their own opinions, but the point is, Tyson Fury lost to an MMA fighter, according to many people. Again, I'm not saying that I agree with that. Personally, I feel that Tyson Fury, yeah, maybe he won that fight, maybe. But only just. And that's the problem for me. That's the problem. Arguably beat an MMA fighter on his professional boxing debut. His debut. But Tyson Fury's having a bad night at the office. Tyson Fury just had an off night. Tyson Fury overlooked him. Tyson Fury, I've even seen people saying how Tyson Fury was just, he didn't want to show everything to Alexander Usyk because Alexander Usyk was sat there. What, like Usyk hasn't seen Fury box on many occasions before, whether it be at ringside or on TV? No. Could it be that Tyson Fury was mentally done in this fight? Could it be that he's slipping now? Could it be that I've been saying for quite some time that his legs are going? And when your legs are going, which is his biggest asset, at times you're going to get caught. And him fighting Alexander Usyk, he needs those legs. He really needs them. Marching forward won't necessarily get the job done. The best Tyson Fury needs to be there to beat Alexander Usyk. He does. But yeah, this is the issue, you see. It's more about these platforms hold different energies. They do. Now, people say that I hold different energies for different fighters. Well, at the end of the day, I'm not a major platform. I'm just a boxing fan who uploads my thoughts onto a boxing channel, if you like, here on YouTube. But these other platforms who say, no, they're not biased, no, they're perfectly neutral, and all that kind of thing, okay. Then why is it that Tyson Fury had a bad night at the office, but Anthony Joshua is mentally weak, like all these people are psychologists? I said, if you think he's mentally weak, if you think that he isn't, I don't really care, to be honest. Whether you think Anthony Joshua is finished at world level, whether you think he's overrated, whether you think he'll bounce back and become the greatest of all time, I don't really care. But what I do care about is, if you're saying something about one person, say the same thing about the other person. You can't say Anthony Joshua is mentally weak and he's finished and he's done and he's garbage and all this kind of stuff when he's losing to high-level professional boxers. Tyson Fury arguably lost to a guy on his pro debut. Let's have it right. Drop your thoughts below, click thumbs up, subscribe, and I'll catch you on the next video.